Hi dear friends, this is Ouassima and welcome to this video where I will be presenting in a deep way, I hope, the SPOLIA Tarot deck. This deck came to my life some months ago and I fell so much in love with it that I got another copy just to make sure I have a backup. And after that I contacted the creator because I wanted to stock her cards in my shop so it can be available for Europeans mostly, but I sell also to Americans and Canadians. This is just to tell you how much I love this deck. It's a collage deck. It's not a drone or any other art style. It's really manually collaged. That means it's not digital. And it is special. It is really special deck because it gathers a lot of symbols, stories from mythology, mysticism. You can find Cleopatra, other goddesses, and other presence, even masters in this deck. There is also a lot of green nature, flowers, trees. You can find stones. You can find birds, animals. It gathers a lot of things in this deck, and it makes it diversified. That means that you can find the symbols that speak to you. Even if, for example, in one card there is a symbol that you don't know what it means, you will find other symbols in the same card that speaks to you and that give you open doors, or they will open the doors to your readings. Also, I need to tell you that this deck, I don't know if it was made intuitively, but it was a studied deck. That means that they have chosen the symbolism, they have chosen the stories they needed to depict in this card. So it was a studied deck. That means there is something related to intellect, to the air side, to the wisdom. So this gives us the first layer of this deck, wisdom, intellectual thoughts, etc. From the description of the deck, it may be interesting to use it, for example, if you are interested in astrology, in history, alchemy, because you will feel at home. You will feel that this deck speaks to you, and you will meet with some deities that you know. And also, if you like nature, because there are a lot of cards. I was surprised when I gathered the cards about nature. I was surprised to find so many with flowers, nature world, outside doors. Very, very interesting. Even if it's a collage deck and we think that maybe, things will be like all ups and down. No, it is very, very well organized. So also you can find with this deck a small guidebook that can give you, it's a small guidebook, but it's really important for me to read it and to go and look for what they have put inside, because it's rich with the information. And also it is written by Jessa Cripson. I think she has made a book. Let me find that and maybe I will put it in this video also. Also, this deck doesn't have just 78 cards. It has the cards of the tarot as usual, but it has also extra cards that depicts astrological signs. So you might use them with the tarot as a whole, or you can put them aside. I like putting them aside, especially that I am not that much into astrology. So that this deck is made as a bridge between many traditions. We talk about astrology, mysticism, etc. And it brings different pictures from different magazines, maybe pictures, as the same way as it assemble many knowledge at the same cards. So it brings knowledge, it gathers them in only this deck. It confirms that this deck can be used by many disciplines, and we can, maybe if we have any practice, we can go deep, and if we don't, we can use this deck to go to start, or to start with the basics. The system of this deck, as I said, has 97 cards in it. And the creators used the Minciati system for this deck. This indicates also for me a desire to go back to the source of things. It tells me that the readings for this deck will be good to seek the source of the problem. When did it start? From where did it come, the problem? And how can we solve it? So this indicates the way to use this deck. From the back of the cards, this is the back, you see that it looks like knives or paper that is sharp, maybe swords. And this shows that this deck has an essence of truth. It is true to itself, and it brings us to see the truth of things. If we see it in another way, maybe grass, maybe it shows growth, showing abundance and potential. The color that is violet, maybe according to the system of chakra you can relate it, or maybe you can relate it to the violet flame. That means clearing things, clearing thoughts, clearing our energy field to make things more clear, make things more true, more true. Also, truth is coming, truth for this deck, crazy. So when I asked this deck, what is your spirit? I got the Judgment card and the Four of Coins. So let me find these cards for you. Okay, so I found the cards. So I got the Judgment. Well, the first I got is the Four of Coins. Like that. The Four of Coins and Judgment. They were jumping cards. So from the Four of Coins, here we go. The Four of Coins, we see that the woman is holding to her belongings, to what she has learned and acquired. She made her that made her comfortable in her position among sharp forms. The sharp forms, we find them again here. I felt that this woman has lived very hard experiences of loss, and that brought her to this position of prudence, of stubbornness in a way, maybe because of fear. And the card of Judgment, we see that there are a lot of serpents, and the serpents are changing their skin. This is a process of renewal, but also when we see it in another way, that we become more true to ourselves, we show our truth. It's in a way a comeback to our true nature. In this card there are two sides. You see that this is the side of darkness or blue, like in the night, and here we have the sun. So it's like the new day. A new day has come, and we feel that we are not yet there, but we are in the process of enlightenment. We need to live an inner transformation to arrive to the light. So all this process is the 19th card of the majors before we get to the enlightenment or to the world card in the 21st. This deck has also the signs of the zodiacal signs. So I have picked a card just to know, for example, what is the card that represents this deck. So I got the Sagittarius. I picked the Sagittarius. And from the little book, they say that the Sagittarius is related to transcending our animal side, to develop intellectually, that comes again, to be curious and to have the accuracy. So this deck will be really accurate for your readings. And also it helps to see the large picture and expand the horizons. So from these cards, from the cards that I have shared with you, we know that this deck helps us to know what we should keep and what we should leave behind. It helps us to reveal to ourselves before that there are things that we are holding to, but why? What is the real reason behind this attitude? And What do we need to keep inside of us, and what do we need to let go? And also, what do we need to change, and how can we do it? How can we free ourselves also from the fear of change? And in front of others, this deck helps us maybe to say the truth to others. So it would be really interesting to do readings. I have been doing readings to clients, and it works so nice. And also, when we talk about a business or a company, it helps us to see how can we project ourselves to others. What are the truths that we need to say to others? So this deck is really accurate, and it acts as an arrow, when we see guidance. Now, let's talk about symbolism. So this deck comes with a lot of flowers and plants, even in the death card. So for me, these plants represent hope, celebration, abundance, passion, patience, relief, growth, kindness, and the feminine side of us. But it can be worth it to recognize each flower and plant and to relate it to the meaning of the cards if this is something that you are interested in. After we saw the plants and the flowers, we see the birds. There are many birds also in this deck. For example, we find the falcons, eagles, bluebirds, swan, owl, etc. In the Wheel of Fortune, in the Chariot, in the Sword cards, etc. And for me, they represent the air element. They present thoughts, intellectual clarity, happiness, and joy, maybe looking for a new life. After that, we looked at the serpents. So we have the serpents in maybe 4 cards, maybe more in this deck. And for me, they represent a choice, a new life, having maybe a higher intention, and the fluidity of life. Also, you might find some colors really presented in this deck. For example, the black background, you find it in some decks, in some cards. And for me, it means that in these cards, or the state, the emotional state, the thought state of these cards, we live it inside of us. Maybe it represents the astral realm, or maybe the darkness of our souls. The other color you will find really a lot in this deck is the blue, and the blue is related in this deck, and for me maybe it is related to the thoughts, related to the calmness of our emotions, maybe also to the cosmos. I wanted also to share with you some cards I love in this deck. The Moon, for example, where we meet Hecate, the goddess of transitions and initiations, but also confusion and darkness. There is the Queen of Swords, where we meet Cleopatra. She's combining love and desire to bring what she wants to her. And there is a sentence in the book that I love: burning with intensity. Lovely. The guidebook was really lovely. The Star, also a card of protection, knowledge, and orientation, and other cards like the Sun and the Nine of Swords for their clarity. The best combination for this deck are many. For me, for example, I use the Illuminated Earth Oracle with it, and it turns out to be a beautiful reading. I also use the Birds Oracle deck. I am getting to know it, so I didn't use it that much, but it turns out to be very accurate, and it helps to get maybe more clarity, or more precise in the readings. The Supra Oracle, also very interesting if we want to do readings regarding to what is blocking me in my attitude, what program do I need to deactivate in my mental field in order to evolve and get beyond the obstacles. Yes, there are many exercises you can do with this deck, and I just wanted to give you like some things I have experienced and I have noticed. If you like this video, please like it just below. If you want to explore another deck with me like that, just send me a message or tell me which deck you want me to explore in this way. Also, if you want to find this deck, it's on my shop. And at the end, we have the summer school, magical summer school that is starting in June, where we will be exploring our oracle decks by theme. We have theme of nature, trees, etc., and we have a theme for unicorns, fairies, another theme for manifestation and magic, and the last theme that will be with astrology. So please check the link below also. And yeah, that's it for today. I will see you another time. Bye bye.